So why do I even talk about this? Why did this even matter? You know, what do Rob Hanks have to do with this culture? You feel me? And if people, you know, claiming he's bad, he went bad, why do it even matter? You know, but a lot of this shit is for the youth. And I brought this shit up in my videos when this shit first kicked off this channel, but it's a big deal because it just give history on how this shit just went left, you know, because niggas went from being cool, playing football against each other, playing on same football teams and all type of shit from the south to the north, all through Sacramento, the greater Sacramento area, you know, to being shot at functions, to after the Rob shit, it just was, hell broke loose, you know, parties was getting swept, shot up, nigga. It wasn't safe for niggas. You couldn't, that's when the lines really got drew, like in my era, like, you from south, you from north, you from here, you really from that clique, you from that clique. Niggas was really have to choose, nigga, who your friends was. And that was going to later become who you are, you know, what you grew up under and who you was rocking with. Because, you know, like I said, everything was cool, you know, up until that point. But a lot of people, man, you know, don't talk about this enough and they forget, you know, just the stories of this shit, the history of what today became, the breakdown of all these gangs and shit. You know, they don't know. These little niggas is just out there. Like, that was, like I said before, that was like the first dead homie that I actually had. The first nigga I knew, 16 years old, that passed away. And it didn't happen until, no more deaths happened until like couple years later, till the nigga turned 18, 19. Like, that was the first teenage death that I know as a friend, you know? And like, it ain't like nowadays, these niggas be 16, 13, 14 with like 5 dead homies already. 3 niggas they know, they close friends already been killed. So this shit really make a difference over a 10 plus year span, you feel me, what's leading on to what's going on right now. These little niggas don't know that, they don't know history, so I'm here to school you niggas and let you niggas know, like, how this shit go, you feel me? Like, niggas just becoming gangs nowadays, and they just they had a feeling like they the first niggas, like, this is our shit, you feel me? Like, when this niggas that's way came before you niggas, and why it is the way now, why it is now. Parties been getting shot up. That been a Sacramento thing after 2008. You know, in my generation, like, nigga, it been not safe. Nigga, you niggas been shouldn't be in party. It's just not safe. It's just gang shit. It shouldn't happen, but it happens, nigga. And, you know, people don't know. They still go to parties. It still be houses getting shot up, parties and shit like that, clubs and shit. You know, that been a thing for a long time. And when you know the history and just know the history of these things going on, it'll make you move different. For the people that's out there listening to this, you know, because that affected me. I didn't want to go to parties after that. Of course, I went to parties still after the fact, but we was on tight with this shit, going to parties. We was, nigga, really making sure we know who was at the party. Nigga, we coming deep and all the shit. But back to the topic, man, you know, like, cause it was some fab niggas that went to the party, and it was a Southside party, you know, they was in there deep. I ain't gonna necessarily say the fab niggas was like just outnumbered, cause they had a decent amount of numbers, but they might have still, but they was outgunned. So it's a difference. You can have more numbers and be outgunned, and or have more numbers and be outgunned, or not enough numbers and, you know, outgun other niggas. It just go either way, however I'm trying to put it, man. But, you know, so they, you know, everybody was telling on Marvell Barksdale, aka Lil Dick, you feel me? So he had to take the time for the shit, which he took manslaughter, which I believe now he's out. He probably did 10 plus years for the shit. And it was always like a thought that people knew he didn't do it. you know, but, you know, somebody got to be to blame. It was people in the party, his people from his side, and both sides, you know, people that's at the party that just said they seen him with a gun, they seen him fire a shot. But it never was proven that he actually committed the murder. They just trying to say because he shot a gun off, which it was multiple shootings from different motherfuckers in the party, and nobody really knows who the fuck did it, because it was hella people there and it was multiple gunshots. But just because they try to pick him out as, you know, the person, and saying he actually fired a gun into the party through the sliding door, that he actually did it. But that's not a fact, you know. But man, it was hell after that. Like, the streets was like, just got instantly dangerous for, like, all that dancing and shit, jerking and all that shit was out the window after that. Now it was, you know, just violence, you know, as the little niggas. Like, now nigga dead, you feel me? A nigga died at a young age at a party. You feel me? Now we know other parties, it ain't safe. Like, we know niggas actually using these guns now. You know, motherfuckers have guns, but now when they go to using them, it's a whole different story, you feel me? But, yeah, man, that shit, all that shit is, like, traumatizing, you feel me? Like, because after, that was the first nigga, and now, that was like 10 plus years, you feel me? I know 30 niggas that didn't die, you feel me, off the top of my head. And some parties, some street shit, and hell, all the shit was street shit, but for the most part, but parties and just somewhere in large gatherings, you feel me? And nigga, that shit traumatizing, bro. Just all that shit. These little niggas don't understand, like, you gonna get to a certain point in your life to where you looking back at all that shit, if you're fortunate enough to survive all this shit, that shit really take a toll on a nigga, like, cause you know you can't move how you wanna move. You know, you're not gonna never feel like you wanna move how you wanna move. You always gonna be over your shoulders, every little tire screech, loud bangs and shit. It don't even have to be a gun. You know, a nigga just gonna be that paranoia, you know? But man, that shit was just a tragic, deep times back then, you know, niggas young and just getting to know ourselves and how we maintaining in the streets, how we gonna wiggle through the streets, and who is who, and, you know, who we running with, and all that type of shit. And this was still like school, high school type of shit, you know, just almost, not even almost getting out of high school yet. That's still earlier on, 2011, when I got out of high school, but that shit just still like a couple years within that. Man, all that shit, everything was just on edge, bro, if you understand me, you know? But this is a story, man, I just can't let go, you know? Because like I said, it's traumatizing for me, like, so, you know, this is just my way of trying to help other people, you know, and just make these niggas think and get a sense of thought of, you know, how all this shit just came together, bro. Now it's just totally out of control, you feel me? Like, these little niggas don't listen to nobody. Just out of control, bro. It's just all kind of shit going on. And like I said, these little niggas got hella dead homies, bro. Like, as a young age, I had one, that was Rob Lee Hang's Lil Rob, you feel me? One dead homie that I knew for years until, you feel me, more shit started happening. But that one just sent a lot of people over the edge, you feel me? And going to the funeral, knowing it's real, excuse me, you feel me? And, you know, just seeing the support and all that shit, and just hella shit, bro. But yeah, man, this is Sacramento Street Wars, man. This part 2, I just have to finish that off, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Just, yeah, man. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? We can get more into detail about other things, man. I know a lot about these streets, man, and a lot about a lot of people, and I know a lot of people talk to me about a lot of things, bring up topics, all type of shit. But go subscribe, you feel me? hit that subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Sacramento Street Wars 1. You feel me? Sacramento Street Wars 1. Yeah, man.